folks, welcome to the Besides the Norm podcast. My name is Scoob. We're here with Craig as always. Are you feeling okay? How's your bum?
How are you doing, Stephen?
How's your wee bum? How's it
My
doing?
wee bum's nice.
We're running a wee bit late because Craig had to run to the toilet. Unfortunately, IBS kicks its weary, dirty head. For
Normally
the first
dirty
time.
head, aye.
Aye, for the first time.
For the first, aye, see what you mean.
Aye, because usually you're kind of just kind of slightly wondering if you're going to need to run to the toilet at some point. But this
time it hit me hard.
Like a minute before we were about to start,
Aye.
so we're running late by.
Although we didn't need to
three
be.
minutes.
Stephen didn't trust me.
I didn't trust his IBS, so I left the background music to kind of run 3 minutes longer.
And if we had carried on,
if I'd carried on as normal, Craig would have made it with 22 seconds to go. Annoyingly,
I'm always on time.
Aye, totally. It's really irritating. You are quite irritating in that sense. Because, there was like when Mum stayed here, there would be at any single point, even when we're about to go somewhere, there's always a point where you think Craig's going to be late because it's always like 5 minutes to, and he's never completely ready. Like he's like completely naked up the stairs, 5 minutes to go, and it's fucking
just ready to go in the shower.
Aye, because there has been times when I'm like, he's just in the shower, and we're gone in like 5 minutes. And then you just happen to like
you look around, I'm just like standing there behind you, dressed.
We're like worried at the door, and then a taxi peeps or somebody peeps for us because we didn't get fucking the bus. So someone peeps outside, and then Craig's like, oh, ready? And I'm like, what the fuck? There's always on like
you literally just went to bed. What's how have you?
So Craig's away for 5 hours sleep for 5 minutes. It's ridiculous. I don't know how you do it, but fucking well done to you for it.
Aye, thank you. I think it's a skill that people didn't appreciate.
Aye,
enough. Because I just get moaned at all the time.
Aye,
so for fuck's sake, take fucking ages. Are you ready?
People will want to realise this as well, that Craig has been. This is a thing that I used to do when I was at high school. Like the first few weeks, you're kind of excited a wee bit to kind of see what's happening, so you're like on time or you're early, sort of thing. But as it got a wee bit later on, you're thinking wise that you could save more time in the house so you don't need to go to school.
Right.
So you're closer and closer to the edge of where the bus is about to leave. You're doing that in the podcast, I've noticed recently. The last few times you've came down, you've gotten a wee bit like closer and closer to the edge.
Well, because I used to come down at like 2:45 and be sitting here and for no reason.
Yeah.
And then even when the podcast starts, I've still got 5 minutes to just sit here.
Yeah.
And then we didn't speak. Beforehand, we just wait.
Well, we can speak, but we usually just or we argue. If we didn't speak, we fucking argue.
So we wait for our fucking. I wait for the time where I need to speak to you, and then I come and speak to you. It's like vloggers only show their best parts.
Mm-hmm.
So as an hour, I have to be here for. So I come for an hour, and I speak for an hour.
This is the good thing about like staying in the same house. Is like a lot of. I hate to relate this to marriage, but. When like I had the same thing when I was in the flat in Cody with Dwayne. Like there's a point.
When you had your podcast.
No. There's certain things that you get to the point when you're like, it just starts to kind of like annoy you. Certain wee things.
Oh, aye, tiny wee things. You're like, God.
So it's great that we hardly see each other most of the day. Because I'm either doing my thing, you're doing your thing. And we didn't see each other quite often, and that was what kind of me and Dwayne started to get into. And I hate to relate it to marriage, but it's kind of the same thing.
And you've got it good as well, because you've got 2 rooms.
Aye, totally.
Because I didn't use the living room, ever.
That's it.
So you've got the big fucking screen and the thing, the PC.
I sit down here and miss nights after, maybe I'll do a wee bit of editing or fucking something like that. I'll come down, do something quick, and then I'll just sit and watch stuff on the big screen. It's amazing. And awesome. You're nowhere to be seen. You're just sitting up the stair, not having a big screen.
I've got quite a big screen.
But it's not as big as that.
My PC monitor is like what a telly used to be.
I actually feel I'm becoming really. Like I should be a lot happier that that's a huge fucking projector screen.
You start to feel like it's a bit wee.
I'm like, it's a bit wee. We could do
an upgrade.
I'm starting to be really ungrateful.
That's insane considering mind how excited you used to get. If your pal got like a 40-inch TV.
But this is the
thing.
Like,
a 40-inch TV?
Mind
my god.
Mind when Mum stayed here, we used to be like if I wanted to watch WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble or something, I'd be like, oh cool, we'll get to use the big telly. That's just less than half the size of what we've got now, and I'm already kind of.
Trying to lift that big telly out though.
Oh fuck!
That's slightly lighter.
A lot lighter.
That would be much easier.
It's a sheet of canvas, basically.
Aye.
Is what it is. It's
that TV, awesome. Man. Fuck! I reckon what was in that. Maybe it's like Ross does with his scientific invention. They just put rocks in the TV.
I did
to make it seem like it was.
I remember he said that last time. He had to like add certain stuff to make it weightier.
Like nothing technology, nothing there that was of any worth. Mm-hmm. It was just it's heavier, so I'll pay more for it.
Same with these phones. Like that's just made of plastic. I've got the. If people didn't realise this, if you remember the Samsung Galaxy 7, which is in the news, obviously we could probably talk about
the one that blows up.
The one that blows up and fucks the side of your face.
Does that actually blow up?
It's been...
Or has that been over-exaggerated?
I think maybe it's been over-exaggerated. But it's not working properly, is what we can say. So that's the Samsung Galaxy S7. I've got the J5, which basically is... If you think about it in the sense that the S5 was a kind of like a metal and kind of more sturdier looking phone. J5, I think somebody online called it the Junk 5. But it's like the junkyard version, sort of, it's like a plastic version of the phone. But I didn't see any difference. Like my pal's got a J5, an S5. And of course it's metal and kind of a lot more clunkier sort of built. And you feel like it's a lot... No real spec changes.
So that's the thing.
There might be
on PCs, changes. People when they're buying a new PC, they go, "What's the best specs? Let's buy the best spec PC or laptop or whatever." With phones, it just seems to be, "Let's buy the most expensive phone," because an iPhone 5, an iPhone 7 is the new one, I think, has like a quad core processor in it, right? And it's
Talk
got
about your phone. Talk about your
It's
phone.
got like 8 gigabytes of RAM, whatever. I can't mind the actual specs of the iPhone 7, but that's like £900. So if you bought that outright and you sell that for second hand, an iPhone 7 second hand, you get about £700 for it, right? Now this phone has an octa-core processor. This phone that I'm holding in my hand right now has an octa-core processor. It has more RAM, it has more memory.
How much better core-wise is
double.
that? It's double the iPhone.
Double the specs of the iPhone 7.
Holy fuck, right. The
most I can sell this phone for, because it's not got iPhone, is about £100. That's literally the most I can sell this for, because it's not got the name iPhone in it, and it's double as good as a fucking iPhone. It's insane how much more expensive it is just because it's called iPhone.
You've got a lot of kind of storage space on the phone as well.
It's upgradable to about 368 gigs or something.
That's obviously buying your own memory stick, but the iPhone 7 you can't do that.
No.
There's no headphone bit in the iPhone 7 either, I heard.
No, you have to plug it into the charger bit or something.
There's like into the fire.
This has that.
This got all that stuff. And
this comes rooted as well, by the way, so you don't need to root it yourself. It comes rooted. It comes open, so you can put any SIM card in it. You could put 2 SIM cards in it, just in case. It's literally the ultimate phone. And all I can sell it for, if I want to sell it, is about £100, because I bought it for 144.
This is you were quite mad at me before, because I had a Cubot phone before, but I
think you bought an old version.
An older version and cheaper version as well. I'm quite bad for that. When I get money, I'm like, oh fucking, I can get this one. Then I'm like, airtime when it comes closer to the purchase, I'm like, oh no, I can get this one. So I bought a shit version of the Cubot.
The Cubot was like their answer to the iPhone 1.
Basically,
I think is what they. It was better than the iPhone 1. Like this is better than the iPhone 7.
It's actually pretty identical to what my phone is.
Is it?
The Cubot I had was pretty much spot on, like to what this was. Looked exactly the same. And obviously it was using Android at the time as well. You'd use an Android now.
Nobody used Android before, so I've got no fucking idea. I'm actually really new to phones in general.
Yeah, totally.
Like I had that Nokia thing that I had for fucking years. I mean, like since I was doing exams. So that's years I had that, and then I had that iPhone 4S for like 2 years, and then I just got this one, and it's the first time I've ever switched. And I've got no fucking idea how to use it.
Was iPhone your first smartphone? I think it was.
Well, what is a smartphone? Is a smartphone one?
Smartphone is probably like
because at Nokia I was able to use MSN.
The one with like, what? How do you fucking describe?
I reckon that's what I'm asking.
Because I would say like it's got apps and stuff, but like even on that old Sony Walkman fucking phone that I had, that I got off you, actually, I fucking was recycled. That thing.
What, the one that used to hate the
phone thing.
Because you broke off the buttons, didn't you?
Aye, totally.
Arsehole.
But fucking that had apps on it as well. I was able to use Facebook and stuff.
That had Facebook?
Not Facebook.
Fuck me.
Fuck no. Aye, Facebook, and I was able to go on the internet.
Was Facebook even gone about in that?
I was, aye.
Because that was before my exams. I think I'd just gotten...
Facebook's been going out for a lot longer than you think, actually.
Oh, you had Facebook for about years before I had Facebook.
I was at high school and people started using it. There was that thing after Bebo, it was called like Profile Heaven. And like MySpace and everything was going about the time as well.
We never got Friendster or anything around here, did we?
Nah, I think that ever came
Napster. Napster's some music.
We had like MySpace, Profile Heaven.
That's
fucking
shit.
awful. It was terrible.
That sounds like an upgrade for MySpace.
MySpace is like completely dead. Profile Heaven's completely dead.
Friendster's completely dead.
Is it? Bebo obviously completely dead. The fucking triumph of Facebook. So much to the point Facebook has triumphed that I'm never off the fucking thing. And instead of using my phone before, I didn't have any worries because I had people were able to phone me on Facebook. And we were talking about that to Sean the other day as well. There's a lot of people kind of phone on through Facebook and stuff like that. And
I can't remember if mum didn't hear my phone number, or dad. I can't remember the last time anybody had ever phoned my phone.
Aye.
They phoned me on Facebook, or they've used, I reckon, fucking WhatsApp or whatever.
Aye, I'm the exact same.
Or Skype.
Aye, totally.
There's no need to have. I was going through all this trouble for a fucking SIM card. Why?
It's ridiculous.
So I annoyed that I could only sell this for like 100 quid.
So what's the name of the phone? Tell people to get this.
It's the Cubot Cheetah.
Cubot Cheetah.
It takes a while to come because you're waiting for it to come for China.
It comes directly for China. Basically, the company, as far as I know, was started from people that were working for a big phone company. I don't know which one. I wouldn't like to say, but they were working for a phone company before, a big phone company. And so what they decided to do, because there was like loads of, like when you, with my phone for instance, when you go into the phone, there's loads of fucking apps kind of already preset on the phone. A lot of like really shit stuff that are already pre-programmed in. And kind of like the cheapness of making a phone and stuff like that, and the big companies sell it for like much bigger prices. Cubot was a small company, decided that they would do all the same stuff, but they would sell it for normal. For normal price, normal human prices.
They're making a wee drop profit on it, so that they could be paid.
Exactly.
But I mean, 140 phone for this phone.
Aye.
I mean, this didn't come as empty as I was told Cubot phones come.
My phone,
there was some bloatware in it.
Aye.
But I mean, you could fucking delete it.
You could just delete it. That's because that was the same with my first phone. Aye. It came wet, but you could delete it. Like with this phone, I've got like fucking a whole like homepage just covered in apps that I can't delete, and I can't even get them off the main page. They're just all stuck there. It's kind of annoying, and I never use any of it as well. But with this phone, the Cubot Cheetah, we're no sponsored with them. Hopefully we can go.
That'd be awesome if I could get a Cubot sponsor.
But Cubot Cheetah, go for that, man. Was it
144 quid? It's the most expensive phone yet. And it's 144 quid.
Mental.
Imagine iPhones.
I'm just thinking about that, like triple the fucking speed as well, and it's fucking
double the speed. It's octa-core processor,
and all the memory,
which is actually my computer is octa-core processor, but 4 of the cores are virtual. So this is actually more powerful than my PC.
Fucking hell! Actually, I'll be more powerful than my laptop.
Aye,
everything's I'm more powerful than my laptop. As a computer.
What's crazy though is that this phone is like 3 or 4 times as powerful, maybe even more, than the computers that got people to the moon.
Aye.
Which proves that we didn't go to the moon.
No, it doesn't at all. So I'll never say that again.
No, I'm just saying that technology is fucking awesome. And if you're not buying Cubot phones and still buying fucking iPhone at 900 odd quid,
God,
fucking Jesus Christ!
The people that did like.
You've got too much money. You've got way too much money.
I think most people go for contract
phones. But then, the course of what is that? A 24-month contract normally. You're paying what? Fucking $4,000.
Oh yeah, totally.
$5,000 maybe.
You're kind of overpaying the fucking thing.
You're paying a ridiculous amount.
And fucking...
You get a contract phone, bump it off. Get a contract phone for O2. This is what today, right? Because this is what I've done. Get a contract phone for O2, bump it off. You're in Scotland, they can't come and take stuff off you. And then go to giffgaff because they're running the same network as O2. And then you're getting a phone for free, and you've got a working phone for £5 a month.
Fantabulous story for you, right? I've done that same scam before. Not going to be arrested. Woo! I then got in touch with TalkTalk, who are my company that I use for the internet. They're probably going to cut me off after this. But I got a Samsung, the phone I was talking about just beforehand. I got that.
The Junk 5.
The Samsung Junk 5 Galaxy. I got that, and it was sort of tied into the TalkTalk network. And when I first got the phone, I was like, right, I'm going to bump this off straight away because I knew I was going to do that. Just get the phone, bump it off, get a decent, good SIM card in it, and that'll be my thing from now on. That'll be my phone. Didn't quite work out quite as well as I thought because I got an O2 SIM card. I tried it didn't work. I was like, right, fuck, I'm going to have to get it unblocked. So I went on the same site that the guy uses in Leaving to unblock phones. There's no TalkTalk network unblock thing. So I checked a bunch of other sites. It doesn't exist. The TalkTalk network can't be unblocked. But, and this is why I tried the SIM card in this phone, the gift card thing, because when you type in the TalkTalk mobile network, it was run by Vodafone before. So I could have had it unblocked and paid money for it to be unblocked. But luckily, within I think the last few weeks, they've just switched to using the O2 network. So I was like, unbelievable. I was like, right, fuck. So that's why it never worked before because they were with Vodafone. So I thought, fuck, Craig's just got a giffgaff SIM package thing sent through. I'll go and try it for a laugh. Go and see what happens. It worked. No bother at all. I was so gutted, but happy at the same time. So I've got my phone new working. So it basically pays to scam, really.
There's going to be a time where SIM cards are obsolete because they're fucking stupid. There's no need for a SIM card.
Just for the network, really. That's it.
There's bound to be other ways. I mean, there's other kinds of phones that didn't use SIM cards. I can't remember what they're called. There's two different kinds of phones. One's a PMGH, F, whatever.
I think most things run through Wi-Fi as it is, and you've got like data usage and stuff like that. But
there must be a way to connect to the network with a SIM card.
There's multiple ways to do it.
I mean, what's special about the SIM card? It's a bit fucking. It's a chip inside it. That's it. You could do that in different ways. There's no need for a.
I guess it would be easily changed, and if we didn't have mum or dad, we could just get rid of the SIM card.
Oh yeah, if we didn't hate all people trying to contact us through all means, like mum's still using an aerial.
An aerial? No, I think a lot of people are still using an aerial.
Are they?
Aye, fuck aye. A lot of people still watch telly.
Do they?
We didn't. I've not watched telly for ages. I didn't watch telly.
Oh, but they could set it up through their internet. The internet could do it better than.
I reckon.
Mum's
just signed up to Sky as well.
Aye, that's ridiculous. That's such fucking 90s.
That's because if anybody didn't realise this before, we live in a shit place. Mum lives in a shit place inside the shit place. A shit place for aerial reception. A nice place for old people. Shit for TV reception. Because old people are about to die. So we just leave them.
Coat hangers attached to fucking plug sockets. That's what they use.
Like multiple metal connections and shit. It's just ridiculous. Because old people are mental. So mum stays in that kind of place, and she.
You got a lot of use out of a coat hanger, don't you?
Basically, yeah, totally. So we bought like multiple different aerials. We'll just bypass that. A person joke that you made there. What?
I was talking about aerials.
No, you weren't. You started laughing, and there's nothing funny about aerials. So, what the fuck was it?
You're talking about how shit all people are.
Totally, aye. Fucking, she couldn't get a reception at all with multiple different aerials that she'd bought. I think she even spent like 30 quid on one, and it came through, and it didn't work as well as she thought it would. So, she's went with Sky, because they're able to plumb in
the big Sky dish. Our aerial through their attic, and they were asking for like £200 quid.
Aye, ridiculous.
What?
Aye, mental.
Just use fucking TV catch
Sky are going to come in, put the dish in, and then she'll be sorted. So fuck it. And we
are laughing at her use of.
We more than likely will have to keep going up to tell her how to use the fucking Sky remote.
She didn't ken what a play button was, or a rewind button. What was it? Was it Biff?
It was a play button, just a play button.
That is Like, how long have DVRs been out?
A long time. The thing with Mum is that she's not a film watcher. She doesn't watch DVDs and shit like that.
But she's had DVD players.
She's had them there all the time.
In her house, she's had.
But anytime anybody's like, "Oh, you want to watch a film?" somebody's put it on for her, and she's never done it herself.
She's used a CD player.
That's a fucking good point, actually. She wouldn't have seen that before.
Aye. Like, she's
that
seen
one's
it.
not got the symbols on it. It just says play and
but that's not
shit.
the first fucking CD player we've had.
English players do say play and pause and shit rather than... And they hate the symbols as well, so...
Exactly, so she'd fucking kin then.
Totally.
And then on every single remote control, there's a play button.
I
think most... I've not used this. I've not seen a remote control for ages.
Madness. So...
But, do you know how to use a rotary phone?
What the fuck's a rotary phone?
Exactly. That's the one that you do that way.
What?
You put your finger in the hole and then you...
Or you fucking wind it up.
You didn't use that, actually.
You
put your finger in the hole and then you do that. And then you
put
your... Aye.
That's ridiculous.
It's meant to, eh?
Aye. How did it...
You know what annoys me?
Is it figured out? Is it like goes round the amount of clicks it goes round? Is that how they figure it out?
I would imagine so.
Aye.
It's the same way as like how a pool table kens it's a white ball that's went in and no a red ball. Just to be a bit different size.
Aye, totally. Aye.
So it just clicks. Someone clicks.
Quite mad.
So, what annoys me though? This has been a very nostalgic technology.
We've not done any news at all in the first half an hour.
But, fuck it. Oh, who cares?
We've not even done news about what we're doing.
Who cares? It's our podcast. We'll fucking do what we want.
This is going to be on for about 2 hours, this podcast.
We'll do our podcast and you could fucking listen or no.
Right, go.
And we're just going to moan. When old people are like, bairns nowadays don't even care what rotary phones. Yeah, fucking ridiculous. What's the internet? Fuck you, cunt. Right? I wasn't a lot. I reckon if rotary phones were even still used when I was a bairn.
Maybe like the
1993.
The hipsters of the day, I would imagine.
Maybe. Or like even Grandad didn't have a rotary phone when I was going into his house. It was a digital,
a normal kind of human phone.
Aye. So like, I wasn't brought up. How could you expect me to ken about that stuff when it didn't exist when I was born?
Oh, yeah.
And yet you're gonna quite openly dismiss ATMs because they're dangerous, and fucking you're not gonna use mobile phones because they're not connected to anything, so they must be hijacked by hackers and stuff like that.
Evil danger.
And Wi-Fi causes sperm counts to drop in children, and stop being a fucking cunt, right? Just use technology's nice. Just use it. It's fun. And stop using aerials.
There's a Yorkshire comedian that does like a wee thing where he sits by a fire with his pal and they talk about like conspiracy theories and all that kind of stuff, and kind of rational conversation mostly. Until one day they were talking about how your brain is ruined by the radio waves of the mobile phone.
Oh.
And that's when I was like, fuck this, I fucking unsubscribed. So you've probably never seen them because we share the same YouTube channel.
There's these wee things that just turn you off of it. You ever been on a dating website and seen somebody that says, I don't bite unless you want me to.
Oh, God.
Or I don't bite hard. Or everybody does that, stop it.
I can't even count how many people I've seen doing that.
But it'll be somebody like you like as well. You'll be going through, you'll be like, look alright, it'll be cool. Didn't believe I think God's a lot of shite. I think astrology's a lot of shite. Oh, quality. I like her. Mm-hmm. I don't bite hard. Oh, fuck. Ruined. Block. Next, please.
Because actually, you can. They're going to be the type of person that comes out with things that are just like
shit
nonsense all
stuff.
The time.
Aye. Oh, people just ruin lives, don't they? Fuck me. What is the point?
Christ. Well, I never got a chance to actually. I never even got a chance to actually intro the tune that we fucking played at the beginning.
Well, intro the tune now.
The tune we played at the beginning was Beyond the Veil with a track called Bleeding Out, which was recorded during our music month at Blue Coast Studios. So thanks to Sean, much fucking appreciated for all that time he taken.
We could talk about this in the next half.
Aye, totally. There's going to be like a hockey game. There's going to be 3 quarters. It's going to be unbelievable. But all these tracks were recorded at Blue Coast Studios that were playing today. The first one was from Beyond the Veil. We're going to play the next one right now, which is from Nick Shane, and this track's called On a Mountain.
with me on a mountain a long way from home? Who's gonna catch you when you fall from the throne? Will you ever be the same since friends left you this way? Will you sit with me on a mountain and live out the day? We won't make it on our own. I love you all the way that you are. You're so tall, touching shooting stars. Don't go away and leave me, I pray. Don't go away and leave me this way. Hey. Sit with me on a mountain and live by the sea. Rest your heavy, worried mind, it'll feel like a dream. Will you ever be the same till you fall in love again? Will you sit with me by a fountain, your only friend? Won't make it on our own. I love you all the way that you are. You're so tall, touching shooting stars. Don't go away and leave me, I pray. Don't go away and leave me this way. Hey. Love you all the way that you are. You're so tall, touching shooting stars. Don't go away and leave me, I pray. Don't go away and leave me this way.
That was the handsome Nick Shane.
The beautiful Nick
The
Shane.
beautiful, handsome Nick Shane with a On a Mountain. So, basically, fucking, when we were doing the music sessions, Sean, where were we? We went to a gig at McPhail's in Leven, where I then found out that Sean was up for doing more of these things, which is absolutely fucking fantastic.
It was at that point I found out that he'd been asking other people on our behalf.
Oh, yeah.
He'd been trying to set up his...
Which...
Because this initially was us, like, we also felt we were bad about, that's why we made it a music month. So it's like, we get it earned done with, because there's no money being exchanged. So we felt a bit shitty about it. But it turns out that Sean is totally fine.
Oh, yeah.
We were just because we enjoyed doing it.
Because we do it on the days he's not got bands and sort of thing. And it gives him something to do in the studio, gives him something to do with his time off. So I fucking will be doing much more of these air time. We've spoke to loads of different bands, so we'll hopefully get more and more.
We've got to the point where Sean was suggesting it'd be an weekly show.
Aye, totally.
Like we've got 2 already. We've got 4 actually already, technically. We didn't want to add a 5th one. We didn't want to be.
So we'll make like the music sessions. They'll just be
Tuesday podcasts.
They'll just be as part of a Tuesday podcast.
So occasionally you got I think there's a set schedule on the music ones. It's just when it comes up.
They'll be put up when they come up, sort of thing. Like if we did like 3 bulk in a week, they'll be put up that week, and then it'll because like Mike Musso, the wrestler one, will be on Tuesday coming.
Then it'll be Muslim Alim.
I'm looking forward to that actually.
Then it'll be the guy we're speaking to now.
Alright, totally.
So, and then it'll be your happy podcast with Sean, probably.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Oh, you want to talk about that now?
Well, the two we've got coming up, at least.
Oh, do you want to talk about them now?
Aye.
Cool. I'll talk about them.
Aye.
Talk about anything.
You're not doing anything on them, so. The one we've got coming up on Saturday, which you are involved in, is we're going to be...
I'm involved in both.
I suppose actually you will.
I'm actually more involved in the last one.
Aye, totally.
Need to look after you two cunts.
The one we've got coming up on Saturday is a new a bit of a pilot episode, I suppose, what we're doing this time.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about.
I know we're going to be.
Right, we're speaking about. Right, we're talking about everything today.
We can't talk about that one because it's not completely confirmed yet.
Pretty much confirmed.
I'd like to wait usually until
it's been recorded. Right.
Aye, till we can put it out. Even the Muslim Alim one's not been done yet, so that might change.
Well, no, the Muslim Alim podcast at all.
You can't.
I reckon who brought that up.
Anyway, that's so. The one we've got coming up on Saturday is a kind of special one. For some reason,
this isn't even recorded either. So why are we talking about this one?
Oh, come on! It's happening. So whatever happens, it's happening. So,
right. Unless we die.
Basically, I don't know. Like in future, if I get asked where the idea came from, I've no got a fucking clue. But I know that we're putting together a podcast because I just randomly thought of that idea. And then message you and you're like, that's fucking stupid. As he usually does with every fucking thing I come up with. He's like, nah, it's fucking stupid, we're not doing it. And then eventually when I got through to him, I was like, listen, what we'll do is we'll do a podcast. We'll talk about songs that are kind of embarrassing to us. Songs that like if somebody comes into the house, you can either pause it or you turn it down and switch it to something like a wee bit more gangster for your life.
The problem with that is I had to broaden the definition of this podcast a wee bit because I've got no songs at all that I'm embarrassed by because fuck you. I don't care if people think Otis Redding's gay or think Uncle Cracker makes me automatically mean that I like cock. I don't care if I like the song or listen to the fucking song. Fuck your opinions. So I've made it so it's sort of what other people would consider embarrassing songs.
And I think I've got a few of them as well. So.
Essentially, or a song that I've got an embarrassing story to go with. So I've kind of broadened the definition for me a wee bit. But
so this is the idea. We'll basically get people in as much as we can, and kind of go through it and play the embarrassing songs while we're here. So I thought pretty good idea. Sean and Brian. Sean obviously is the guy that does the studio stuff. He's coming up. He's got a great fucking story behind one of the songs. An amazing story. So I'm happy.
Something I'm quite shocked by for Sean.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I wouldn't think he'd be the sort of person that would be embarrassed by.
He had like 2 songs that he was thinking. So because I've only said play one, but they could just bring the 2, I suppose.
They could bring as fucking many
as you want.
Yeah, so Saturday we'll just go a day.
Aye, Brian's trying to have a think properly to what that properly embarrasses him, and we're going to play them out anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We'll lie if we need to.
Totally.
Just play shit songs. Dolly Parton 95.
Exactly. So that's happening Saturday. And a thing we suggested doing, I think it was after Cody was in. And we're talking about drugs we'd taken before, me and Sean.
Oh, yeah.
And Craig sort of joined in at points when he could.
I reckon why I join in these, because I join in the conversations.
You have to join
I join in these conversations when we were talking to Ian and Samuel and that about fucking magic mushrooms and fucking acid and DMT and shit being living in abstract worlds and shit. I got no fucking idea. I didn't take any of these. I didn't take drugs of any, not of any sort, but I didn't take what people consider to be drugs. So I've got no idea about the effects of these things, but I enjoy talking about it. So.
It's probably not a first. I'm imagining people have done this before. But we're going to get Sean in. Sean's never taken acid before, but he's had mushrooms. So he knows what tripping feels like, in that sense. I've taken acid once before, but I've been dying to fucking do it again, and this is the perfect fucking opportunity. So me and Sean, a first timer and a double timer, whatever.
You're only going to need to roll fags in advance, because I can't roll fags for you.
I'm going to have to do that. So me and Sean are going to take acid, and then later on we'll kind of start recording a podcast. See how it goes. It might be fucking terrible. We might forget how we fucking speak. We might forget what. I reckon we might forget stuff. There's a good chance we're going to forget stuff. I couldn't work a remote control that I'd had for about 7 years. I couldn't fucking work that. I couldn't make roll-ups. So
what if you get like a bad acid? What is a bad acid? What does that mean?
I suppose it'd be like spiked with mere acid. I would imagine that's probably a bad acid if you're only wanting a wee drop. So
I just want one acid. Just give you one acid.
Like soaked it in like six drops or something. It's only a drop of acid that you get in the
there's dropping one acid, literally just one drop of acid.
Basically, it's one drop in a wee pipette thing. And you can know how small that is. Pipette. I'm sure we've spoke about pipettes before and fucking laughed for about half an hour.
I'm sure, probably.
But so what we're going to do that sort of live on air. It'd be great to get other people involved.
Is acid the one that you kept hearing about for the police?
People pretend to think they could fly and shit.
No. Is acid the one that the police kept telling parents about? Folk would put it on edible paper and get the bairns as stickers. So bairns would eat it. Because drug dealers are definitely giving away free acid to children. Totally. That's
like a tenner a pop.
They're just giving bairns tenors. No, they're not.
Yeah, shit. The price might be like double that now, but I reckon due to the budget and stuff.
Well, you can't fucking wreck the economy and then expect to get acid for a tenner a pop.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Brexit,
of course. Oh shit, it's going to be 30 quid of fucking acid.
Jesus Christ. So we're going to do that live on air.
I'm not. I'll clarify
Craig's not going to do it. Craig's going to be here to kind of control the buttons because I will not have a clue what I'm doing. I barely have a clue what I'm doing as it is. Every time I go to switch here, I fuck up in some way. So I'm going to make Craig a kind of teaching part.
I'm going to read comments.
I'm going to write you like a tutorial.
Mate, I cannot use a fucking that thing.
Excellent. Well put. So we're going to be doing that at some point. I don't know when. It obviously depends on when we go.
Also, didn't say when. Even if you do can when.
Right. Fair enough. So
that would be stupid.
But it obviously depends on when we can get the stuff. So that's basically that. So I'm highly looking forward to that. That'd be amazing. So it'll just be a kind of run of the mill thing. I'll just be live.
What's your thoughts on doing something that's kind of illegal?
Well, one thing that bothered me was would Mum bother about it, like because we obviously have nosy neighbours that hear some of the stuff that we do or see it, and right away they'll be telling Mum. So, and I've spoke to her about it. Were you in the other day? And I says, "Listen, are you going to be alright with that?" She was like,
she was a bit worried because she didn't know what acid was.
So I explained it to her, and she was like, I'm not bothered. She was probably rather I didn't, but whatever. It's just going to happen. Anyway.
I meant though the sort of grey area of law where you could do it and the police can't prove that you've done it. You could be lying, but
that's what they understand because we're going to be saying we're taking it.
You could be lying. You can't just arrest people for saying they're taking acid. You need to prove that's what you didn't say when you're doing it.
I suppose that's why on like certain films and stuff, like documentaries and stuff, they could talk about stuff they're doing at the time, and then later on the police can't really do anything.
Didn't show them taking the acid.
Because
that's dumb.
We'll be doing that beforehand, and then fucking we'll do the podcast sort of thing. So, but we'll probably incriminate myself right now. We'll just be saying that that's what will be happening.
Probably.
But I'm not going to say it. It's just going to go live at some point, and then we could put out the show later, sort of thing.
So it's something that I find quite interesting is the grey area of law, where you could do shit like that and the police can't really do anything. They could probably have their opinions, but
totally. Get Craig file on the case. Believe me, police to help.
Who made that? we don't make that joke on the podcast? They asked him to come up, and he said he'd probably be busy that night. Then watching his hair or something. So we were like, "Oh, quality! We could take on the cocaine then." And we did take on the cocaine.
We did. We did
all the cocaine.
We did millions of cocaine.
Couldn't move for all the cocaine in it. Like Pablo fucking Escobar's house.
We smoked all the coke, man. That's what we did.
10 heroin and shit. Dope.
Put the heroin in a joint and smoked it.
Totally, man. Right. The ice cubes filled with heroin.
It's way forward. So what we've got coming up, we've got Mike Musso. We recorded the wrestling podcast with him. That was interesting. I enjoyed that. That was pretty cool. Just hearing about his side of things and how he runs the business and the pitfalls. Really, he fucking had a great time telling us all that.
Oh, he seems to be enjoying.
He's a chatty man. I like that.
He seems to enjoy talking about his failures.
Aye.
No, his failures.
No,
like failures he's had to endure.
Failures in equipment, which is the biggest fucking thing. And then me likening it to DJing. And then him just going, totally, it's like that. It's like DJing.
It's totally
and then I was like, when he got through the rest of the story, I was like, I'm never going to ever complain again, because all I need to go and do is set up a couple of speakers, plug a few things in, press play, done, start it. And then when I finish, I've just to take that stuff back down, done. He used to set up a wrestling ring, set up a fucking theatre set up with chairs and everything like that, and set up fencing and shit. So
day a wrestling match,
and then totally. It's ridiculous.
Get smashed about and shit.
That's ridiculous.
What are you doing? Standing for 6 hours? You fucking pleb.
Oh, it's sore.
Oh, my back hurts.
Oh, that's ridiculous that I would even complain about that.
I need to be still.
I do sometimes need a chair.
That's me. I totally need a still.
It's absolutely ridiculous that I would even complain about that at all. And he basically proved me exactly correct that I was an idiot. So
he's a nice guy though.
He's a great guy. Be good to get him in the studio though at some point. We've got kind of a bit less time with him because he was in a hurry. But so it'd be great to get a kind of full conversation with him because I had to kind of speed stuff up a wee bit to get to the end. But so we've got that. What else have we got coming up? We've got nothing else planned. Well, we've got a few things planned. We've got things planned that we can't talk about them because they're not done. Which is annoying.
It's a rule you just made up one day.
It's because when I was doing Scotland Stand Up, I'll go through this story for everybody that listens.
For nobody that's here.
Got granted an interview with Ari the Rugged Man, one of my favourite rappers, years ago. And fucking, he said, like, we'll do it at the weekend and stuff like that. So I was like, I got hit up and I was like, right, fucking put everywhere. I was on like the Scottish Hip Hop Forum. I fucking left a post in there. This is happening very soon. It's going to be
fucking
exciting.
Back in the day.
Total back in the day, like 10 years ago. And then like on fucking probably Bebo, I would imagine I would have put to everybody that I was doing this, and there was people excited to hear it. And there was obviously a few people going, bullshit.
Aye.
Because of the way it happened, I was just on Facebook at like, I think it was like midnight or something. And he was in London at the time. He just finished the show, and he just so happened to be on Facebook Messenger at that point. And you think obviously with kind of bigger, well-known people that's no them that he's using the Facebook. That was actually Rugged Man using it. And
sorry, who did you think Rugged Man was going to employ?
Maybe sort of a small like tour manager or something that would be running that at that point. So I was like, who do I get in contact? He was like, oh, just message me here. I was like, message me? I was like, alright, fair enough. And so I messaged him, and then we got something figured out. But it wasn't until months later that we were able to get it done because it kept getting rescheduled all the time. Right. He was on tour all the time and shit. So I got a lot of shit for that. Saying that. Same with the Stick of the Dumping, that got rescheduled, and people were like, oh, fucking, here he goes again. His bullshit.
Here he goes again after he done the Rugged Man.
After he done it as well, but
you actually got the Rugged Man interview.
Aye, that's it.
You've done the Stick of the Dumping interview.
I know. I just didn't like, because I've done that like with loads of people, like any interviews.
Who would you want to interview? No, who's your goal?
Interview, like rapper wise.
Right, anybody wise.
Howard Stern, the biggest interviewer in the world.
Has he ever been interviewed?
Aye, a few times. He does like.
Be weird to see him on being the interviewee.
Oh, he kind of goes on and takes a piss a wee bit. That's kind of what he does.
I think that's what it is.
That's it. But no, seriously though, who would the fucking Rock, man?
Nardwar?
Nah, the Rock. The Rock's like the biggest star.
Why the Rock though? Well, what would you talking to the Rock about?
The Rock very rarely. Well, he does interviews and stuff like that, but only like to the big channels and stuff like that.
Which you're not.
Kevin Hart goes to like wee YouTubers, huge YouTubers, but wee to him. No in stature, obviously, he's a tiny man. But
everybody's big to.
Aye. So like he does all that kind of thing. The Rock's kind of very selective. No, him. His manager's probably very selective in what they do. So the Rock would be amazing.
Do you think Kevin Hart's got a better manager or a worse manager then?
Well,
I'm going to argue that he's got a better one. So.
I'm going to argue he's better as well. I think Kev makes a lot of decisions himself the way he wants to do.
Because I think getting in the YouTube, like these big YouTubers, I think that's a huge fucking.
That's brilliant.
That's fantastic. And Rock goes to like TV things, and TV's a bit. It's getting to the point
TV's
where it's
dying, man. TV's fucking dying.
I think
you could have started advertising Netflix on the telly.
Why?
Like, why did you do that? That's dumb. Advertising Netflix.
Yeah, they should have just taken that TV budget and went straight to YouTubers. Boogie 298 sponsored Boogie 298, and he'll get you as many people as fucking the TV. Fucking Secular Talk was just talking about how he's getting more views per day than Fox News on TV, and Secular Talk's only got like 400,000 subscribers. Fox News has got millions, and it's got a huge fucking millions of dollars budget and budget. They could just advertise whatever they fucking want, and Secular Talk's beating them daily, every day.
That's because Fox News is a news channel. Like, do you can many people that sit and watch BBC News 24?
But Secular Talk's a news channel.
I bet this is the thing.
He's talking about his actual live stream every day.
I know.
It's not his YouTube channel. He's live stream on Blog Radio.
Right. Shit. Fair enough. That makes it. Well, that's cool.
His 2-hour slot is getting more than what's on Fox News on that 2-hour slot.
I bet a lot of the folk I think that watch Secular Talk.
Is Wolf Blitzer or something that's on that time.
Mad. Fuck knows anyway.
It's still pretty. It's a significant thing.
It's a huge difference, aye. So who would you get? Who would be your...
Oh, my top interview? I can fucking probably like Neil deGrasse Tyson or like Bill Nye or something. Because I'm more nerdy.
Did you watch that? I did
watch that, aye.
Well, listen.
What annoyed me was the
comedians?
The comedians.
Oh, I thought you I loved it.
Some of it was funny, but sometimes Dawkins would try to make a good point, and they'd come in and say something stupid, and Dawkins was like, aye, totally. Let me just finish this really serious point. But it was cool to find out why we didn't have wings, though.
Aye, that was interesting.
Because I had no idea. I thought, that's a fucking stupid question.
Well, I never ever thought about why we've not got wings. I never ever thought about it.
When I heard the comedian, I was like, that's a fucking stupid question. You're a comedian, stop speaking. Aye. But then he was like, that's actually a really good question. I was like, is it?
That's why they're there, because they think outside the box, they're just thinking for laughs.
Aye.
But then Dawkins could be like, no.
And then Neil started explaining the physics behind the mass of how wings work.
Aye.
And then Dawkins was like, aye, then your your chest muscles wouldn't be strong enough to hold the wings that would be required to carry your weight. And I'm like, fucking mind blown at this. No fucking idea.
The latest episode in Star Talk, they've got Christopher Lloyd, the guy that was in Back to the Future, and they're talking about time travel and all that kind of stuff.
Well, Stephen Hawking's already covered time travel, hasn't he?
I bet they think they're just doing it again.
Nah, it's been covered there, so
that's
you
it.
can stop.
And they've got like they've had like Joe Rogan's been on it. I think there's like been loads of people. It was Jim Gaffigan, the one that we were watching.
Was it?
That was on, and Irish comedian.
Jim Gaffigan's actually quite a stuck in his ways Christian.
Is he?
So being there with Dawkins would have been quite fun.
Holy shit!
I guess.
I didn't ken that.
Aye.
Is he though?
He's a Catholic. He was talking. There's pictures of him on with. He's on with like a bishop type guy, but unfortunately, it was a bishop that stole a load of money for a charity to cover child abuse. So he got unlucky with that. But he's quite a known Catholic. He talks about how he could take the piss out of Catholics, but no one else is allowed. That's sort of like how if you're picking your wee brer, it's fine. But if somebody else calls your wee brer a cunt, you're like, that's my fucking wee brer.
Oh yeah.
I'll knock your puss off. That's the way he.
Then he calls you a cunt when he gets back.
Aye, that's how he feels about Catholicism.
No, that's fair.
But also, it showed another side of Richard Dawkins, because everybody says, "Oh, he's just a stupid atheist, fucking heathen cunt," and no, he's actually also a really world-renowned biologist. Like he kens, he's not just saying this because he kens a wee bit of evolution. Like he kens like properly what he's fucking talking about.
It was when he explained evolutions Evolution in 2 minutes.
No.
Because Neil was like, he says it's a huge spanning project.
It took Darwin 2 books.
Aye, but he says, I know you can explain it in 2 minutes. Go. And I can't even remember.
Then he went in depth about genes, RNA and DNA and stuff like that. Like, I have no fucking idea what he's talking about when he does this. But he actually does know what he's talking about. He's not just a one-trick pony where he just goes, "Oh, the Bible's stupid." Nah, it's great when you see the other side of people, isn't it? Totally.
Fuck aye. We've kind of overstretched again.
I got no stories out at all.
We've reached 8 o'clock.
Have we? Oh well then.
You want to?
I could like run through them in like 5 minutes.
You want me to play a song and then we'll come back? We'll just do an air half an hour. We'll get
Well, maybe not air half an hour. Right, cool. We could just run through these
stories as well.
Okay, all right. We've got an extended for being late. We'll be nice and we'll do
for being 3 minutes late. We'll give you 30 minutes.
Aye.
An extra 10 for every.
So I've got time to go and get water.
Aye, totally.
For a die. Right.
We'll play a tune from Cody Feechan, which unfortunately during the week we kind of got raised to, I think it was nearly 100 views, but today Craig noticed that it was only reaching the views had changed to 4 views, and now it's back to, I think it was like 68 or 70 or some shit like that.
Oh, so wasn't it 100?
No, well, it was reaching that. It was at 89 the last time I checked, and now it's at like 66. So maybe it's like just slowly increasing back to normal.
No, Sean's one's staying high.
Sean's one's fucking incredible. See, we find that incredible. 160 views, but to most YouTubers that is fucking nothing. That is incredible to us. No, that's it. So this is Cody Feechan with a track called High Roller. That was Cody Feechan with a track called High Roller. This was recorded during the Blue Coup Records studio sessions, the live sessions that we're doing for, I think, well, Has it been? It has been 4 weeks. What am I talking about for the past 4 weeks? I'm just passing the time till Craig is back. To be fair, this is the first time that we've become too over chatty. That we've fucking overshot the time. We've not done any news stories. Usually we struggle with the news stories, but we've just been talking absolute pish and covering news probably in a roundabout way.
Aye,
we have been talking about kind of the iPhone people being killed and shit with their phones. They got killed, like the phones blew up and shit. But
well, you get that way, everything, don't you?
Aye.
The e-cig chargers.
Fuck off! Then I bring that in. Right, so you look like you've been and put a bit more interest into your news stories today.
I always put the effort into my news stories.
I want to cover one quickly. Did you see this? Donald Trump starring Hollywood Walk of Fame destroyed by vandal.
It's one of the stories I've got here.
Is it? Well, you could get to your points.
I didn't really. I think it's right. So I don't like Donald Trump. I think he's a fud. He stands for pretty much everything that I don't.
Like.
What do you want a list?
No, I said that you don't like. I was just finishing up.
Alright. But you're breaking public property. There's no need.
Aye, it's a bit pointless, really.
Well, what was it? The guy said he was doing it to send to the
it was
fund somebody.
To fund the people that had been the
Donald Trump accusers. So
aye, the accusers. What?
I guess maybe, but
again, he's stealing that,
and
then he's home to sell it. So that's theft. So he would have got done for that, for nicking it. I think who that belongs to, the stars.
Well, when you're put on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you pay a $30,000 maintenance fee. So, well, you need to pay $30,000 in order to get a star on the Walk of Fame, so you're not struggling. But it technically belongs to whoever owns the pavement. Who I don't can.
Because part of his plan was to take the star off and sell it, but he ended up breaking it, like hitting it in the middle off the star with a pickaxe. Like, you're going to break the fucking thing.
Partly it's the first time it's been vandalised though. There's people been
like
spraying
spitting on it,
like Nazi. Somebody sprayed a swastika on it.
Christ. These
people are really undermining what it meant to be a Nazi, aren't they? I ken he's a bit of a bigot, and I ken he's a bit of a shit, and I ken he's the worst businessman in the world who managed to bankrupt a casino. Mental.
He's not doing too well with his golf course either.
Nah.
Because it's parked right next to a fucking world-renowned golf course.
For fuck's sake, he's absolutely...
He just thought, obviously, like, the old course... I don't know exactly what the course is called, but it's the old course hotel was based there.
The fact that an argument for Donald Trump being the thing is that he's a successful businessman, so he'll know how to run the economy, is fucking ludicrous. He bankrupted a casino. That's literally impossible.
Just his foresight to park a golf club next to one of the most famous golf clubs in the world.
Just thinking that because it's got his name in it, that he's going to...
Like in the place that created golf.
Nah.
In the most fucking... Probably one of the most world-renowned
golf clubs. I forget about that sometimes, that was invented here.
That's it. No.
Yeah, Simone the Scots. They invented the most boring fucking sport in the world. Fuck's sake.
That's mental. Donald Trump's an arsehole. We'll leave it there.
But, there's no need to be vandalising shit. There's just... No. There's no need for... I didn't agree with violence. I did agree with vandalisation. Is that a word? Fucking is now. Fuck it. Who cares?
Aye. Fuck aye.
If you want to get back at Trump, just didn't vote for him. That's how you get back at Trump. Or didn't go to his casinos. Wait, he bankrupted the fuck.
So you can't go yet.
So you can't go yet.
You can hear again with a lot of jack outside though.
No, outside where his casino that he bankrupted used to be.
I know. I love you like to put that fucking point.
He bankrupted a casino, Stephen. That's fucking. If you ever want to be rich and you have the money to buy a casino, you're never going to be poor again.
No.
Unless you're Donald Trump, who bankrupted a fucking casino.
Right, Chris
what
Rock.
The fuck?
Fucking hell, Chris Rock.
Oh, but that's fucking... That's...
It is pretty fucking ridiculous. From ridiculous to the even more fucking ridiculous. This is the story.
This is Daily Mail.
This is Daily Mail.
Right, so...
Your yummy, tasty newspaper. It's distasteful and offensive to make temporary scars and disfigurements. Acid attack survivor Katie Piper, that's the name, I couldn't mind it ever, blasts Halloween gore-overs in impassioned outpouring.
You don't understand that the whole point is that these scars tend to mean that you've been in the wars of some sort. And disfigurement is a part of being a monster that's just scary to people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're... It's not...
So usually the scars are to denote
and it's
that
cuts
you're a zombie.
And shit like that.
Aye.
It's cuts, it's no fucking... It's no burns.
Aye.
They're no gone dressed as her.
No.
Like, it's...
She said it's distasteful and offensive to make temporary burns, scars and disfigurements on someone's face for Halloween. Some of us have these differences all year round. When did Halloween turn into people imitating accident victims?
That's never been the case.
Never been like that. Nobody's ever went out and says, "Oh, I am a Katie Piper, renowned acid face."
Nah.
Fucking, or I'm a like somebody that's like dressed as that like a flat person.
Aye.
And they like pretend they're the guy for the World Trade Center that jumped out the building. Nobody's ever fucking done that. That's a good fucking idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
That's a quality idea.
How do you dress yourself flat? Flat.
Well, you just need to hate someone that's thicker than you. That
or
is
just
flat.
put a bit of cardboard with you, like that.
That's the guy that's landed at the World Trade Center.
Totally.
Who is now flat.
Or just feel like a flat, kind of outline small thing, and like you dress as the building.
I reckon somebody that went dressed as Redbox.
What the fuck's Redbox?
It's like Blockbusters. It's the logo for Blockbusters. It was. They had Blockbusters. You could go to Blockbusters or you could go to Redbox,
right?
And they done the same thing.
So somebody just dressed as the logo.
As the sort of logo.
Fuck's sake!
And then the next year she went dressed as an M&M. So she's quite. She doesn't like the traditional,
the conventional
pish. She likes to make her own shit.
One thing that pisses me off is people dressing up as superheroes or fucking a sexy nurse, and they put like a wee scar on the side. It's like Halloween, woo! It's like fucking. It's supposed to be monsters and shit.
Oh no, see that's offensive though.
That's annoying.
Because you're making a sexy nurse look horrible just because you have a scar. Now that's offensive, but not for the reasons that she's offended by it.
Even if you don't care about other people's feelings, how about remembering none of us are immune, and it could be you one day with those injuries to Halloween makeup. No Halloween makeup needed. And
then you'll save money.
Mm-hmm. Pumpkins, witches, cats, bats, whatever, but not someone who has been seriously injured, please.
I think, see, that's the problem. I don't think anybody's doing that. I don't think anybody's gone dressed as somebody that's injured. Okay, right or wrong. That's pretty fucked up. That's clearly, wow. She's gone as somebody that's suicidal.
Basically, Katie's outburst comes after Tilly star Amber Dowding was forced to apologise to fans after she faced backlash against her Halloween costume. So she was basically Amber, who joined the show last month as the girlfriend.
Jesus Christ.
Led of co-stars in the film Halloween episode, and she dressed as a sexy prisoner.
Oh, fuck off. That's not a real thing.
It's fucking shit and annoying. I get it that it's annoying, but it's not offensive.
No, that's not offensive. No.
I totally get it.
Although I reckon, what's prisoner? The prisoner slit their own throat and slit both their wrists.
I reckon if she's wearing like fucking like a traditional jailhouse thing, like an orange suit or fucking the stripy thing. That's black, but this suit could be like that could be like the black and white stripes thing. I reckon, but that's.
Why is the prisoner?
I could see being annoyed, but not offended. There's no reason to be offended by that. Because she's not dressed as her.
But
ridiculous.
But she's. Oh, cool. I was wrong a wee bit then. Folk are going dressed as that. That's a shit costume. I'm not offended by it, but that's a shit costume.
You never seen people like dressed like a dead nurse and shit like that?
Dead nurse, but like that's not the same as going dressed as somebody that fell and skinned their knee.
I suppose so.
It's not the same.
Some people will just put a bandage on before they go, and they'll just dress up as like a ballerina, and they'll put a bandage on.
I was at school with somebody who went out on Halloween dressed as a schoolboy. That's just you going for school out trick or treating. You're no fucking doing anything there.
That's what you're supposed to do at like the fucking reunions and stuff like that. You dress up as a schoolgirl or schoolboy or whatever. But you don't do that at scale. Like you just wear your uniform.
He just got one of these stupid wee hats that they used to wear and fucking when all day was shit. And just wore his skill clothes. That was his costume. And I bet he got fucking sweeties and he got money. I guarantee he got stuff as well.
Like best dressed.
Absolute pish.
There you go. Next for your stories.
So next story is about Donald Trump, who we've not spoken about for a while.
Right.
This came out on Thursday night.
Right.
Last Thursday night. So like an hour after the podcast was done. So that was annoying.
Oh, is this the thing we said we were going to talk about? Nah,
this is the football thing.
Fuck, I can't mind.
I reckon, doesn't matter. Donald Trump, last week, I think it was last week, it must have been, said that he would refuse to accept the election results.
Oh, yeah, totally.
And he would start, I reckon if he said he would start protests or whatever, what fuck will. And on Thursday night, he accepted that he will now accept the election results.
Oh, right.
If he wins.
Only if he wins. Oh, yeah.
If he wins,
I didn't remember hearing that. That's been a big hang on like SNL and
so
stuff.
he's not changed his name then. He's not changed his mind.
No, he's not changed his mind at all.
But it's considered a flip flop. So let's go through another couple of flip flops that Donald Trump's done.
Go for it. I love these. Donald.
He said immigration was shit, essentially. I'm paraphrasing. And then changed his mind when it was told it was unpopular. Mike Pence told him that it wasn't very popular, so he went on TV and said that he doesn't think immigration is shit, and he thinks more immigration should be allowed.
Right.
And his followers didn't ken this because they didn't watch TV or read up on politics. They
like Christians, they just kind of
read what the bits they like. So they didn't ken that Donald Trump has now changed his immigration policy. Donald Trump said on TV and in a debate that he supports killing terrorist families and anybody that's suspected of being a terrorist, including the innocent people in Gitmo. I would imagine that would include them.
Guantanamo Bay is what you're talking about.
Aye, Guantanamo Bay. The army told him that was a shite idea, and so he changed his mind and said that he obviously wouldn't call for the order because it's illegal. So he changed his mind on that. He said he supports more extreme torture. Then clarified that he wouldn't call it that because it's illegal after the military told him that they disagree. And he's got no opinions of his own. He just switches and changes all the time.
This is why why people are like he's not going to be a good president because he just fucking whatever somebody says. Oh, it's unpopular. He's like, oh fuck it, we'll just change that.
Aye.
So he's going to be terrible. He's going
and
to be absolutely
he said in one of his conferences before he was the thing, the Republican nominee, he told his protesters to beat the hell out of the guy that was protesting or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then a few days later he said that violence at his conferences are not allowed. And it's terrible. So he's not being consistent in the slightest.
He literally is a puppet.
He's a puppet, aye.
Like, as much as people like to say Hillary Clinton's a puppet, he's literally a puppet. He just does what he's told.
Aye. And they always jump on the Hillary Clinton thing that she used to be against gay marriage and now she is. She's for gay marriage. Which is true, she did used to be against it and now she's for it. And maybe that is because it became more popular. But also, she maybe just changed her mind.
Oh.
It was years ago that she was against gay marriage. She might have just changed her mind. But this is ridiculous. You can't change your mind in 5 minutes.
Only Donald Trump can.
Well, Donald Trump can change his mind, but he's done it so many times. Why is he not considered a flip flopper? But Clinton is. I'm so thirsty.
So thirsty. The thing is, I think with Donald Trump and his fans, nobody actually listens to what's happening. They just feel that fucking. A lot of them think, well, he's racist, so that's perfect for me. And
that's not even my biggest gripe. I don't even care about the fact that he's racist. He's a bit sexist. He's a bit of a bigot fuck. It's fucking stupid. He is fucking stupid. He has got no idea what he's talking about in anything at Oh!
Did you watch the debates in full? Or
I didn't watch the debates in full.
Where they're just like arguing with each other?
I'm already suicidal enough. I didn't need to watch that. Because I do agree that this is probably the worst election in US history that I kind of. Because Clinton's terrible, and so is Obama. Fucking Trump.
Saturday Night Live have got a thing that anytime they sort of hear politicians doing stupid stuff during the week, they'll cover it on the Saturday sort of thing, live. I think they've done it with Sarah Palin when she came out. They basically, instead of writing a sketch...
Fuck, she was dumb.
Instead of writing a sketch, they just... Tina Fey looks a wee bit like her. So they put her out, and she basically just repeated, for a sketch, what Sarah Palin said. Like, just 10 clips of what she said, and just repeated it. And people...
It's comedy gold, man.
It's amazing.
Have you heard?
They kind of done the same with what we had Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton a wee bit. Obviously, like, not to the same extent, but they've done some of the same things. It's pretty fucking funny.
Did you ever watch clips of Sarah Palin actually speaking?
No.
She's just...
She's just a dopey fuck.
Like, on PolitiFact showed that Donald Trump has like the vocabulary of like I think it was like an 8 or 10 year old or something like that. It was like it does the same sort of speech patterns as Barron's Day in order to speak, because they didn't kind of a lot of words. They need to reuse words. They sort of they didn't kind of speak properly yet. They didn't kind of syntax yet. They didn't kind of structure the sentences. Apparently, neither they are. And so they watched all this, and it turned out that Donald Trump is a fucking child, and Sarah Palin is equally as fucking dumb. She's just, but she also, Donald Trump's smarter than Sarah Palin, because she's also a creationist. She's like a young earth creationist. Totally. So as well as being like child, she's also fucking stupid.
So she's one of the young earth ones that Joe Rogan was talking about.
Aye, she believes it's like 6,000 years old, which isn't even what the Bible said. If you go by the Bible, it's about 10,000 years old. So I reckon where the fuck do they get 6,000 years for?
Fuck knows. That was interesting though.
So aye, that was some flip flops from
that was good.
Young
that was
Trump.
Good. I enjoyed that, man. Fuck aye.
My favourite ones.
Aye.
There's probably loads, but I didn't care enough to.
So you got anything to finish off? About our limit there.
Zach Goldsmith has left the Tory party.
Who's that?
The guy that was trying to run for mayor of London.
Right.
He's told his constituents that if the Heathrow expansion, I think it's the third airport thing, they're trying to, I can't mind any words, right? Because we're all already over time, so fuck it, who cares? Nobody's listening now anyway. We're all way to bed. That was confirmed by the Tory party. They're actually doing it now. They're expanding Heathrow, and so he said he would resign, and he's now resigned. So he's going to stand in the by-election for the seat that he holds now after he resigns as an independent. Right. And apparently legally he doesn't need to. He could just stay in the seat and be an independent, but he wants to resign and then he and her a by-election. So it's pure, which I think's cool. It's actually quite...
I suppose. That seems...
He could have just kept the seat, but he'd rather they voted him back in as an independent as opposed to as a Tory.
Do you think he'll get back in as a bit? No. I doubt it.
It'll probably be Liberal Democrats or an Air Tory that will get in there.
Right. Fuck aye, man. Fuck aye.
So I've got air stuff, but
fuck it. I think we're done anyway. There you go. We're going to finish off with the last tune for the Blue Coup Records kind of collaboration thing that we've done. So this is Yah IsReal with a track called Eye Jedi. Peace!
Peace!
Yeah. This is Yah IsReal. Diana Blue Coup. Yo. Get him up. Green light, 50 ganja then. Get him up. Green light, 50 ganja then. We say green light, 50 ganja then. You ask what that? Make them go through. Everything is alright, everything is all good. Green light, 50 ganja. Green light with the ganja. Hear me now. Pass it to the left. Make we light up the sets. We get it from the west. It's a bump on my chest. Said we have to confess. Ganja is the best. Blaze a spliff on your day of rest. Why they demonize it in a depressed? They sip and legalize it to make progress. Manifest the potential this plant possess. Cannabis activist, so I protest against the flawed laws that make no sense. Some refuse to talk, but the topic's so tense, so I bring it up every chance that I get. Oh yes, I am Eddie, so blessed. Get ready with the fire, make we light it up again. Come on, a red Eye Jedi. Stand firm, but my step light. Ready, gonna take flight. Now, who wants to get high? Man, a red Eye Jedi. Stay away from the dark side. Ready in the best vibes. Yo, yo, yo. Jedi Master, Red Eye Rasta. No police can confiscate my ganja. Watch me escape with an abracadabra. Have another dab and then wadada, wadada. Wadada dang, wadada dang. Real ganja man, so you know we not pretend. Under me slang tang, under me slang tang. Tell them again we get the best in the West End. All about them Girl Scout cookies. I smoke a bong with some dreadlock Wookiees. Have another one, then roll up some doobies. Appreciate love the buds for their smell and beauty. Inhale and exhale slowly. Never forget that this herb is holy. Meditation me a hole, so low me. If man I go, then the man go boldly. Come on, a red Eye Jedi. Stand firm, but me step light. Ready in the best vibes. Now, who wants to get high? Man, a red Eye Jedi. Stay away from the dark side. Ready, gonna take flight. Now, now. Sew it up, grow it up, roll it up, toke it up. Need a split at sunrise so that I am woken up. Sew it up, grow it up, roll it up, toke it up. Push me back together whenever I am broken up. Will help you open up. Take it from me because I smoke enough. Big fat doobie, then pack a chalice made of coconut. We grow this stuff. If someone calls 5-0 on us, the grass and bastards better pray that they remain anonymous. Paranoia, maybe someone's onto us. Blaze another doobie and your problems just fade away. My eyes are red with this ganja buzzing in my head, and it's rebel against establishment. For Rasta, ganja is the sacrament. So pass a grinder, please pass a skin. Make me build it up and puff a massive hit. Sure, man, a red Eye Jedi. Stand firm, but me step light. Ready, gonna take flight. Now, who wants to get high? Man, a red Eye Jedi. Stay away from the dark side.